evening and welcome to Left, Right and Centre. A family destroyed in Dadri, Western Uttar Pradesh. Mohd Akhlaq was beaten and stoned to death. His son critically injured. This after a local temple announced that his family was allegedly eating beef. A mob surrounded and ransacked his house over the rumours, pulled the men out and attacked them. It was only when the police reached the village around 10:30 at night that the attackers ran away. Adding insult to injury, the ex-BJP MLA of the area claims there was no conspiracy. The people arrested are young boys and innocent. The sister of the prime accused says the murder will prevent cow slaughter and consumption of beef in the future. Making matters worse, of course, that the meat found in the refrigerator of the Akhlaq household has been sent for a forensic examination. Also on the show, NDTV special coverage from the border between Syria and Turkey on the fate of children, not just displaced and homeless, but also stateless. We'll have all that on Left, Right and Centre. But first, let's go across to a special report from Dadri in Uttar Pradesh.
50-year-old Mohd Akhlaq and his son were beaten by a mob. Beaten so badly, he died on the spot and his son is in critical condition in hospital. They were beaten after a rumour that they stored and ate beef in the Bisara village of Uttar Pradesh, just 50 kilometers from Delhi. Father and son were both dragged out of their home in front of their families.
ना कुछ बूझा ना गचा आते दीवार कूद कूद के दीवार के वाड़ तोड़ के घुस गए घर में सारी चीज निकाल के ले गए सारा
मेरे भतीजों को आँख में भी सब में खून में
पहले तो कोई दुश्मनी थी क्या
कोई भी नहीं बाप दादा से चले आ रहे हैं कोई बता दे इसके दादा की बाप की भैया की दुश्मनी हो.
The father and son were attacked after an announcement at the local temple that a cow carcass was found in Akhlaq's neighborhood. Soon after, a mob of 100 men attacked.
But why was Mohd Akhlaq's house targeted? We are around 100 meters away from his house where next to this transformer, some animal remains were found which were rumored to be remains of a calf. And Mohd Akhlaq was apparently responsible for it. That's what the local villagers are saying. Also, some meat was recovered from Mohd Akhlaq's house by the police, which has been sent to labs for testing to figure out what animal meat it is.
The meat was sent for a forensic test and has come back negative for beef. This is the first incident of this kind here. Bisara has been largely peaceful. So was it a pre-planned attack? Just hours before, inflammatory WhatsApp messages were also circulated.
जो announcement करने गया था, उसी में जो लोगों में तो ये तहकीकात किया जा रहा है जो एक्चुअल में जो लोग गए थे जेल या पकड़ने जा रहे हैं 4-5 लोग जो पकड़ने को शेष है उन पर कार्रवाई क्योंकि इंसाइटमेंट ऑफ वायलेंस उन्हीं लोगों के द्वारा किया गया तो उनके ऊपर भी जरूर कार्रवाई होगी.
The village is calm today. However, some politicians didn't help the situation.
देखिए यदि गाय का मीट होता तो गाय पे क्योंकि लोगों की भावना जुड़ी हुई हैं और गाय के वध को करना निश्चित रूप से माहौल को खराब करने की घटना माना जाएगा. तो यदि गाय का वो है तो निश्चित रूप से उसमें फिर दोष है. भाई बच्चों वाला मतलब जो भी हैं वो कोई बहुत सीजनड या जो बहुत मैच्योर्ड नहीं है जो हमने जानकारी करी है. वो सब 10-15 साल के बच्चे हैं.
Western UP has been communally tense ever since the Muzaffarnagar riots 2 years ago, which was also allegedly politically engineered. It was the BJP which gained from it by winning the maximum number of seats from Uttar Pradesh in the general elections. Though there are no obvious signs yet, but police are also delving deep to figure out whether or not this unfortunate incident was also part of a larger conspiracy. With camera person Madan Lal reporting from Dadri, Tanima Viswas for NDTV.
Well, before we go on to our discussion on that horrific incident and the various reactions that have been coming in, I spoke a short while ago to Mahesh Sharma, the Culture Minister, and also the BJP MP from Gautam Budh Nagar, popularly known as Greater Noida, where Dadri falls under. Mr. Sharma, shocking incident in your part of the state over rumours that the Akhlaq family had consumed beef, unfounded rumours. What is your reaction to this?
See, it's a painful and sad affair what has happened over there. The people who were living there for maybe decades in the same village and on certain perceptions, because there was so many incidences of animal thefts and cattle thefts and cattle killing was in the prevalent in the area. So I think that some confusion or what happened, it's a matter of investigation, and the police authorities, and they are investigating it, the matter, what's the reason behind this, because the way it has happened, and what is the on the background of this. There are certain more stories which are coming on, which I can see on the TV channels. I have talked to the police officers and the people also, and the prima facie the situation comes that this situation of cow slaughtering or beef has been there, but in any circumstances this is a sad incident. I have requested the police officers, I have requested the villagers and the affected party, they are also, I am in touch with them, to maintain that communal harmony, and that is what we propose, that under no circumstances law and order should not be taken into the hands by anyone, and the guilty should be punished, whosoever it is.
Right, but Mr. Sharma, you are the MP from that part of the country. Dadri is in your constituency. Your home is not far from there. You know, there's also a sense that comments that you have made as culture minister, you've come out and defended the beef ban. Your comments, the fact that you're in that neighborhood, these elements have been emboldened.
See, there is no question of, there is no reason behind anybody, any person or in the party or anywhere who will support such happenings. They should not have happened. I said it is a painful and sad affair which has happened, and we have requested all the concerned to maintain that communal harmony. Let's take this as an accident or incident, and it has happened. It should not have happened, and this has happened with the people, those who have been living there for decades over there. There was a lot of faith and confidence in each other, togetherness was there also, but it's sad that the things has happened.
Right, but Mr. Sharma, if I can ask you, you know, it's not just about cow slaughter being banned. Clearly, there are elements within your party that are saying that even eating beef is a crime. It's not just about the slaughter.
See, we have to work and we have to move ahead in the constitutional framework of this country, and definitely we cannot put any pressure on anybody's eating habits and all those things, and no doubt about that. Nobody has got right to say anything about the eating and habits of anybody else, but we have to work everything into the constitutional framework and within the framework of laws permitted in the state.
Right, but Mr. Sharma, predictably, this is going to become fodder for political parties as well, not just the ruling party in the state, but also members of the BJP. In fact, there have been comments, some very difficult comments coming from the BJP. The All India Muslim parties have also reacted to this. What do you say to the fact that incidents like this just take on a political hue?
See, my humble request to all concerned, irrespective of any party, caste, creed or religion, is that nobody should flare up and should try to draw any advantage of whatever type, political or otherwise, out of such happenings, because they bring bad name to the society. They bring communal disharmony among the people living in this country. We are a country known for its Ganga Jamni Tahzeeb, and we are a country where all religions, people together are living together in the same villages or the same areas.
Well, as I was saying, Mr. Sharma, even your own party members, in fact, an ex-MLA of the BJP from Uttar Pradesh, Nawab Singh Nagar, has justified this incident as well. How do you react to comments from your own party members?
Any political party or personnel should not make any such comment which puts oil to this fire, and they should maintain that communal harmony situation should be maintained in all respect.
But Mr. Nagar has said that it's not conspiracy that led to Mohd Akhlaq's death. These young boys are innocent. They just got excited at hearing these rumours. Surely, your reaction to that can't just be that, that people should not be saying what they are. These are inflammatory comments.
No, that cannot be the justification for anything.
Right, Mahesh Sharma, thanks very much for joining us from your residence, the MP from Dadri, from Gautam Budh Nagar, where Dadri falls under in Uttar Pradesh. Now, the question is, Mr. Sharma, we're also asking you whether you will review your own comments on the beef ban, on various issues that have been problematic as Culture Minister. Will you review any of them after this incident?
Whatever the constitutional framework says, wherever, on beef and non-beef, whatever is the constitution and law permits, that should be maintained. And there are people who are experts on the constitutional rights and right of freedom. So that should be maintained.
Right. Mahesh Sharma, thanks very much for joining us. Well, taking this discussion forward, we have with us in the studio Ajaz Ilmi of the BJP. We're also being joined by Dr. Ajay Kumar, the Congress spokesperson. From Lucknow, we have the former DGP of Uttar Pradesh Police, Vikram Singh, joining us. Justice Markande Karchu as well, the former chairperson of the Press Council of India and senior legal luminary with us on the show, as well as Gaurav Bhatia of the Samajwadi Party, who is joining us right now. Ajaz Ilmi, I know Mahesh Sharma, we asked that question, but I want to actually start by asking you these comments made by Mr. Nagar justifying what's happened in Dadri. What's your reaction to that?
I think no comments can justify this act of inhumanity. Stoning and bludgeoning somebody to death based on innuendos and rumours is definitely not part of the Indian ethos and culture. So definitely, if anybody has made these statements, it's condemnable, and the BJP would clearly like to tell people that any act of killing any single individual citizen of India, irrespective of his religion, is an act of murder, and we hope investigation will proceed accordingly, and innuendo and rumours beyond, we come to a certain sense of conclusion that mobocracy and lynching by a mob cannot replace secular democracy in this country.
Right, it can't replace secular democracy in the country, but this part of Uttar Pradesh is extremely communally sensitive. Gaurav Bhatia, I want to ask you, the police showed up at 10:30. There's local temples that are making announcements based on, we don't know what, a carcass of a calf or a cow found nearby, and a mob just descends. What kind of lawlessness are we looking at?
No, Maya, the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Mr. Akhilesh Yadav himself has taken cognizance of the incident, and he said that it's a very shameful incident and guilty would be booked. I must share with you that within a very short span of time, less than 15 minutes, the police reached the spot. They registered the FIR, they took the victims to the hospital for treatment. They tried to save the life that we have lost. And apart from that, 6 persons have been arrested within a very short period of time, and 4 who are absconding would also be nabbed soon. So this was the action that was promptly taken by the police. However, the more worrisome part here is that I have been on various television shows and I have been hearing BJP representatives. The central theme that they want to discuss right now is the Cow Slaughter Act, and not the person who has lost his life, not how fringe elements have been emboldened after the BJP government has come into power in the center. And I think these are areas of concern when ex-BJP MLA himself is saying that some children out of excitement have taken this life and these persons should not have been arrested. I think it is most unfortunate when we hear such irresponsible comments being made by BJP leaders.
Yeah.
And this is what needs to be curbed. And somehow that seriousness is missing. And again, in discussion after discussion, I hear all the BJP leaders talking about Cow Slaughter Act. I want to ask them, if there is infringement or if there is a violation of Cow Slaughter Act, the punishment should be in accordance with law. Does that justify a mob taking a human life? Can you justify that? And what is more serious, a human life that we have lost, or Cow Slaughter Act and its violation?
But okay, all right, Ajaz, let me quickly respond to that before I take it to the other panelists.
The violations of the Cow Slaughter Act 1955 in the state of UP are very, very clear. there's a fine of 10,000 rupees and imprisonment of 2 to 6 months, depending on which state of the 29 states that you are in.
Yeah.
I agree with you on the aspect that nothing justifies this mob culture, and these people should be brought to justice. But Gaurav Bhatia, the fact that it happened in your state and your police was found lacking and they had no idea that something like this was building up, is something that you must face squarely up. You must face this squarely. You must understand that it's your responsibility, and you must acknowledge the fact that you failed in your endeavor to control this act of stoning of an Indian citizen.
Let the Samajwadi respond to that. We've got other guests waiting as well, Gaurav, very quickly.
Yeah. You know, the human life that the BJP spokespersons are not even discussing today and are giving importance to violation of Cow Slaughter Act. I think the police was there on time and did try their best to save that human life. And yes, we have been taking many measures to ensure that the harmony between different communities is maintained. But the question to be asked is, who's vitiating the environment? It is the BJP MPs and MLAs and leaders from the BJP who do not miss any opportunity to actually incite communal violence in the state of UP. And that, I think, is most unfortunate.
Okay, all right. Ajay Kumar, why don't you come in on this? Because the BJP and the Samajwadi Party will slug it out over this particular incident. But at the end of the day, we're seeing a situation where tensions like this, communal tensions in an extremely sensitive area, can be sparked off by something as simple as a rumor based on really nothing.
You know, Maya, one of the things which is of great worry is we are believing that this is one-off incident. You know, there has been a Talibanization of this country from the time the BJP and the parties who have some kind of a loyalty, whether it's the Vishwa Hindu Parishad, whether it's the Ram Sena, whether it's the Sanatan Sansthan, and these kind of. So if you see the repeated studies have shown right now in Bihar, in Jharkhand, there has been meat throwing at a temple, at 4 temples in different districts at the same time. Right? You see a Dadri incident. There's been 300% increase in communal incident before the Bihar elections between 2013 to 2015. A Yale study said that there is a 0.8 times chance of a BJP MLA winning once there's a communal riot. So the fact is that the Bharatiya Janata Party might keep saying it, but we have to, so they talk about development. It is like their structure is based on communalization, and pochara and whitewashing is only of Vikas. That is their strategy, whether it is, and that is what is scary. And the data which is in front of you is, whether it is Bihar, it is Jharkhand, now the incidents are happening, whether it's UP, and each and every state is seeing a and the WhatsApping, whether it's a social. Maya, just finish off.
Yeah.
So it is something, and the country will go, the economy will dive, everything will go for a 6 the moment everybody starts realizing that this country is unstable.
Right, okay, all right, Ajay Kumar, let me just bring Vikram Singh into this as well before we move on. Mr. Singh, I want to ask you, there is a forensic examination that's being conducted of the meat found in the Akhlaq's refrigerator. They said it was Bakri a couple of days ago. There's leftovers in the fridge, and even if there weren't leftovers in the fridge, what kind of a police force or a country are we that you're going to conduct forensic examinations on food that's lying in a refrigerator? The daughter of Mohd Akhlaq is saying if it's proven through forensics that it wasn't beef after all, is it going to bring her father back to life?
Maya, it doesn't make sense at all. What you're saying, forensics is post-mortem examination, whether it was beef or mutton or whatever. But I would raise 3 professional police questions to you. Did we not have advance intelligence that this was happening? A mob of 100 plus does not come down from heaven.
Absolutely, yes.
It collects, it takes time. Then it arms itself, then it attacks, indulges in arson and rioting and killing brutally the 2 helpless people there. It does not happen just off the cuff. It takes a lot of time. The response time needs to be improved. Mr. Gaurav Bhatia is here. It is gratifying to know that the CM has reacted with indignation, as has given assurances. I would rather that the DM and the SSP should have taken stock themselves, and we talk of past as that this is what we have done, this is what we've been able to do, rather than talk in the future tense. The very fact that the CM has to react and intervene is not a very healthy state of affairs. The police should have come down like a ton of bricks and all the elements. And it is no consolation to me that we have been able to arrest only 6 out of the 15. There was a mob of 100. We should have arrested no fewer than 50 people. And the irresponsible statement coming from the ex-MLA, he should be booked under various statutes of law for rumour mongering and giving off the cuff irresponsible statements.